Hey, what is up, everybody? Thanks for joining me today. We've had rain, and more rain. The water levels are absurd. I mean, usually there's rocks down there I stand on. Anyhow, I'm gonna get this bait in the water. I can't wait. Let's see what's biting today, guys. So we're gonna be starting out with the tried and true, then we're gonna hop on over to a tube, maybe some smaller paddle tails. I love the higher water here. It just opens up a ton of more options for cover for these fish to hide behind. It brings in the bait when the river's really rushing, and it can either make for an amazing day or a difficult day. Right now, water clarity wise, I think we're gonna have a good day out here. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull one right now on our first cast. Maybe not. I'm setting myself up for failure saying that. You never know though. Oh, that was a bite. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. What are ya? Little white bass. There we go. Little white. Whoa. Sorry, buddy. Good looking fish. First of many. Thanks, bud. I got a feeling we're gonna catch more than I set out the other day when I tried to do that whole winter multi-species challenge. I probably should have waited till a time like this. I mean, if we got hit on our first cast, we're gonna get hit a lot more. Probably won't be like oh, something jumped already about 5 yards away from our bait. We'll just kind of slow it down and see if we can pick that fish up. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting hit really hard. That's hitting like a skip. That's gonna be a skipjack for sure. Seeing him kind of flick out the water. What I'm thinking it is a little bait fish, little shad. Probably a ball sitting out there, judging by the birds in the area too, and they're just getting fed on by some aggressive skipjack, judging by the couple hits we just got and not landing one immediately. This is a slightly bigger bait further mouth, so it's gonna have to be a decent sized skip to pick it up. A lot of the times the smaller ones will just yank on the tail. But if you feel like a hit 2 seconds later, 2 more hits, it's, in my area this time of year, is usually a skipjack. They can't fit that whole bait in their mouth. What I think's going on is a ball of bait got pushed in this area, judging by the birds that were just out there. Oh, yep, that's a nice fish. The seagulls we got flying around. I think that's a big old skipjack. Come on in. We're gonna be laying down the hammer on these fish today. I can just tell it's gonna be a great day, guys. Ooh, he's got a bit of a infection going on. Really not trying to touch that. Let me get you on the hook, buddy. That's a decent sized one. This is a great start to the day. I've been here about 5 minutes and we are pulling them in. Good stuff. I needed a good day of fishing, and I think we got one. I'd be more than happy pulling out these skips. I talk about them a lot on this channel. They are a very special fish to my area, the Cumberland area. We are on the Cumberland River right now. There's a road not too far behind me, so explains all the traffic you hear. But they are brackish fish, as I've said many times. They just saw one jump right down there. From the research I've done, the small amount, they do come from the drainage basins of the Gulf of Mexico, work their way all throughout our river systems. come right here to Tennessee. People call them Tennessee tarpon. They're fairly common, amazing catfish bait. Just a really, really cool, really interesting fish. There we go. Little white bass. Oh man, instantly we're on. That's decent too. Another big old skipjack, man. Look at the belly on that one. It is just a skipjack day, guys. Alright guys, so the bridge got a little packed. I mean, there's a ton of people over there now, all good people. Everybody's having a blast catching fish. We are gonna do a little exploring though. I wanna go hit the other side of the area, just see what's biting. Alright guys, so we are at our next spot and it looks absolutely juicy. I mean, look at all that cover has been created by this high water. This is usually all dry. You can walk down probably 8 feet down there and stand up on that rock. This is really, really cool. Really excited about fishing it. Okay, that's a nice fish. Sweet. Right where I thought it was gonna be. What are you, a drum? Oh, I should have suspected. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with you, buddy. Another giant skipjack, fellas. Well, I'll check out this hog on a log. They are just out, man. What a day. That is a big fish. Yo. Oh, seeing this. There's a couple things this could be. In my heart of hearts, I wish it was my new PB bass. I do have 10-pound line on. I haven't retied in about an hour, so that's a bad thing. Could be a buffalo. It could be a monster catfish, or I could have snagged an Asian carp. Now it is fighting really, really hard. Obstacles. I got a tree down there. Like, this thing is a rock, dude. It also could be a monster gar. Those are the biggest fish we got here. The way it's fighting, rock-like, leads me to believe it's a buffalo or an Asian carp. All right, it's giving a little bit, and I feel like it's taking me down. So carp, buffalo, who freaking knows, man. I'm not even gonna try to set up my other camera right now. I don't want to lose this fish. I want to see what it is first. I think I'm probably at the best location to land it. I have my drag set fairly tight. What are you? please be bass clawing. No, it's just not fighting like a bass. It's fighting like a bottom feeder. This is a heavy rod, which is nice. I do have my medium light, and I wouldn't have really wanted to try to horse in a fish on that. Okay. All right, good, I am recording. Well, this is exciting. Okay, he's coming. You want to come up over here? Take as much drag as you want. I don't think it's a gar. They usually jump when they're caught. I'm thinking I snagged a ginormous Asian carp. I don't really know. It feels like I got them by the mouth. That's the thing. When they're snagged, they just rip drag. I did catch him where catfish do like to hang out, kind of like a ridge of rock that runs out there. But carp and buffalo like it too. I mean, I fought a lot of big carp and a lot of big buffalo, and this thing is really pulling drag. Like, I don't want to get spooled by this fish. Buffalo jump too when they're caught, so that leads me to kind of believe. Gosh, come on, man. Please don't break me off before I see you. I'll be wondering for the rest of the year. I like don't even really want to mess with my drag right now. Gonna be in for a long fight, man. Smoke them if you got them. Check your phone. I don't really know. Unless you're watching this on your phone. Let's give him some drag, maybe. That wasn't a fish. Is this, man? I've caught some pretty big fish in this area too. It's just like a Asian carp with a brick tied to him. And now my mind's going to like, what if it's a gigantic striper or something? I think that would be jumping. I don't want him to take me around that corner. Right here, it's almost like close to a right angle where that riprap goes. Oh my gosh, I don't want him to break me off on the rocks. There are some monster catfish in here too. I really hope it's something like that. With my luck, it's gonna be a gigantic Asian carp that I'm gonna have to kill. This is a 150 spool. It was probably up to 100, and we're like half a spool of line out there right now is taking me into the depths, man. All right, he's giving a little bit, come on. Who needs a drink? God. This is what I live for. Come on in. I feel like it's got one more big run in her. Please be a gigantic blue cat. My PB cat was like 22 pounds out of this area. I mean, this fish is absolutely bigger than 10 pounds. Probably in the 15 to 20 pound range is what I'm estimating right now. This is like one of the biggest fights I've ever had. If it is a smaller one, I mean, within reason, is very angry and not happy about being caught. Or we got him by the tail or something weird. Oh my gosh. Surfacing. I think it might be foul hooked. I don't really know. Man, usually the fight's like way different when they're foul hooked. I feel like I caught him by the mouth. Trying to run. It's a buffalo, it's gotta be. Oh, that is a foul hooked giant buffalo, and I feel awful. Oh no, that's Asian carp. Teaching experience. If you guys aren't familiar with these fish, they are awful for the environment. Story goes they were brought in to build up ponds and ecosystems or something like that, right? And due to massive flooding, they got into our river systems and just bred and bred and bred. You can eat them, but here in the great state of Tennessee, that I call home, you are supposed to kill them, get rid of them, take them out of the water, not release them. But we'll get this out of here, and I'm not going to show all that. I'm not about to eat this thing either, but I will show y'all on the big camera how to differentiate them if you aren't familiar from our lovely native buffalo fish. You are something. Yeah, that's a big fish. As we can get a weight on it. The biggest one I ever caught of these was like 18 pounds or something, but people like, I think the record's like 60s or higher than that. All right, everybody, teaching experience. If you aren't familiar, this fella is an Asian carp. Look at the size of that. This one is a silver carp, I believe. Very large, very slimy, and highly invasive. So the way you can tell them apart from buffalo, I mean, if you look really good at them, it's pretty obvious. However, the scales are extremely tight knit on these fish, unlike the buffalo where it's a really beautiful pattern. Also, their eyes are really wonky. A couple good tells, and their dorsal as well is less of a sickle shape. So this is a heavy fish. I'm gonna get on weight on it, and then I'm gonna dispose of it. I may walk down to some gentlemen I saw in the parking lot and see if they're interested in eating this thing. People do eat them. I don't. But yeah, let's see how much it weighs for you know, just to see. Gotta watch these pants now, just for the fun of it, huh? All right, zeros. We'll get it up on there. Well, that can't be right. It says it's only 12 pounds and 2 ounces. I don't think so. Let's try again. Okay, I guess it is 12 pounds and 2 ounces. Whatever, man. It's a big fish. I'll be back with y'all in a minute. Well, that was a fun fight. I was able to give it away to a dude in the parking lot. I told him it was excellent table fare. Alright, so maybe I over-exaggerated on the size of that fish. This fool is tight, but the way I had it hooked, up foul hooked almost through the dorsal right below it, that fish was like, it was like bringing in a cinder block that had wheels on it, man. could have easily been a 20-25 pound fish. Anyhow, the reason you want to remove those fish is because they are direct competitors with buffalo, and their crazy eating habits cause all sorts of issues for our environment, and we don't want that here. It is a con of fishing an exposed jig head, and the way I prefer to fish, especially in an area that is so heavy with Asian carp. That does happen occasionally. I mean, I've snagged dozens of those on accident. You'll be out here trying to drag a football jig. You'll feel yourself pinging off of multiple carp occasionally, just straight up bouncing off them, throwing a crankbait, snagging them, that sort of deal. Definitely gonna need to replace this. Let's see if I can get a couple more uses out of it. I am cleaning out my tackle. I have a ridiculous amount, so I'm trying not to buy unnecessary lures at the moment. I'm gonna try to use up everything I can this spring and summer. Oh, yeah. That has a little weight to it. What's up, buddy? Guys are relentless. I love the way you hit that bait, though. Hey, the more the merrier. So I'm purposely fishing up on this riprap, kind of trying to exclude some of the skipjack. And in an effort to get a black bass on, I'm starting to kind of lose faith that we're actually going to catch one of those. But I'm down to catch whatever is biting. I mean, it's just fun to catch fish, you know, but might have to bust out that tube. What is up, my friends? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a great time making this one, as always. Unfortunately, the outro I filmed was absolutely terrible. The sun, it was worse than the intro. The sun was just shining in the camera. I was tired and trying to get the heck out of there and grab some food. So anyhow, I woke up today, went through the footage, started editing this video. Couldn't stand it, figured I'd shoot one right now, and I ran out to check my mail, and I got a package from our sponsor, Badium, so I figured I'd do a quick unboxing because I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Badium. I appreciate y'all guys. But if you are looking for a fishing clothing company, go ahead and check them out. I'll drop a link along with the discount code in my description. I did crack into this bag a little bit, so got an idea of what we're getting. I didn't actually open up the individual bags yet, though. But it looks like we got 2 shirts, which is super cool, man. If y'all are like me, and you're out on the water for up to like 8 hours a day, just getting scorched up, my face like stays with a red tone due to how much sun I take. It is absolutely terrible. I started wearing sunscreen recently. I used to not even do that. My hands are usually tanner than my entire body, so I rely heavily on these sun shirts to protect my skin from the sun. I wear them probably in almost all of my videos, unless I have a sweatshirt on and it's absolutely freezing. I have one of these on. I think I can maybe have one video where I'm actually wearing a short sleeve shirt because I take so much sun, especially when it's reflecting off the water. It's a necessity. So let's see what we got here. Okay, sweet. So this is a nice one. It's a hoodie. I do appreciate the hoodies because I have like tan lines on my back from the GoPro straps, which is kind of weird looking. And here we go. Got that graphic running down the arm, which is super cool. Right there, got that Vadium apparel, real high quality, super soft, man. You got your hood here, and got a little turtleneck thing, so your back of your neck is protected if the hood is down. So that's super neat, man. Each one of these comes with a cool little sticker too. I think they have their website has a ton of cool other stuff on it. Well, let's see what our second one is. All right, nice. Very, very cool. So your standard long sleeve sun shirt right there in white, and I love the white because it just reflects that sun right off, y'all. Probably attracts the fish, who knows, maybe not. And they got that graphic on the back too, which is really neat. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and get some good fish on, my friends. Spring is right around the corner, and it opens up a ton of fun fishing for me here in Tennessee. I'm sure in y'all's areas as well. But we get the crappies start coming up, and I mean, it's just an all-out crappie slam fest. We got the yellow bass, two fish that you can find. It's very, very difficult in the winter months and even some of the later summer months. However, in spring, they will hit just about everything. Got buffalo, we got your bass trifecta, drum, all kinds of cool stuff, catfish. But anyhow, guys, we're right around the corner. Hope y'all are doing well. If you are interested in checking out Vadium stuff, I'll drop their link in my description along with a 20% off discount code. But I'll catch y'all next time. Got a very fun video planned, so we'll do that. I also have one I had to edit where we do a little dink slam fest out there, but I'm about to head out on the water tomorrow. It is very, very cold today. Somehow we went from 65 within 2 days to 20 this morning. Things are gonna even out at the end of the week, but we'll see what the bite's like tomorrow. Peace, guys.